Okay, so what happened? Now let's see the problem, and then we will see how to solve this numerical. Okay, so air at a inlet Mach number of 0.2 enters a straight duct at 400 Kelvin and expands isentropically. If the Mach number or if the exit Mach number is 0.8, determine the following. So we have to find out stagnation temperature, critical temperature, static temperature at exit, area ratio. Okay. So for finding the area ratio, whatever, so just now we saw that will be very much useful. Okay, very much helpful because we saw that A1 by A star. Okay, we have just got one equation A by A star. So from this we can find out two things: A1 by A star, then A2 by A star. Then if you divide one over another, then you will be getting area ratio. That is nothing but A1 by A2. Okay. So let's see how we are going to find the value. First of all, what we need to do, we have to understand the problem. So the air is given. That means the properties of the air is given. Gamma equal to 1.4, and your characteristics gas constant 287. That is nothing but R joules per kg Kelvin at a inlet Mach number of 0.2. So M1 is given. So inlet Mach number is given, nothing but M1. Industrial straight duct at 400 Kelvin. So static temperature, initial entry static temperature is given 400 Kelvin and it expands isentropically. So it is very important, and after entering, so it expands isentropically in the okay duct. So isentropically means what you have to understand. So it is one nothing. It is like just simple duct. Okay. So that means it will not have any work transfer or heat transfer. So that is the idea. So because it says clearly expands isentropically. So when the statement is given like this, you have to understand the problem. Okay. So what is given in the problem? So isentropically means you know what is meant by isentropic. Okay. I have given you the clear explanation, so that should be clear. So isentropic means first thing is the process or the flow process is reversible. Okay, and then next thing is adiabatic. Okay, so when you say flow process is reversible, you know well. Okay, it is nothing but there are no losses. Okay, so the expansion takes place without any loss. Then when you say the flow process is adiabatic, you know well it is nothing but what to say, no heat transfer. Okay, so no heat transfer taking place from the duct. So then the exit Mach number is 0.8, and then we have to find out. Okay, so for this problem also we can use the what to say, gas tables. So by using the gas tables, you will be able to solve the problem, or you can that means by using the formulas. So ready-made formulas, we have the formulas. You can use that formula and you can get all the values. So in both the ways you can solve. Okay, so let's see first by okay let us try to solve this problem by using the table. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, just we know that inlet flow condition. So for the inlet flow condition, by taking this condition, just refer the gas tables. You have the gas tables with you, right? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. See here, the gas tables. It should be okay. It should be available with you. See, just go to the gas table. That means for inlet Mach number 0.8. So the flow process is isentropic. So for the isentropic process, the tabular column is given. Okay, you can see here isentropic flow of perfect gases. So for different Mach number, it is okay. This all the values have been given, so you can refer what is required for your problem. So for your problem, the required inlet Mach number is 0.8. Am I right? So it is the inlet Mach number is 0.8. Okay, 0.8. No, sorry. The inlet Mach number is 0.2. So go to the inlet Mach number 0.2 and then find out different values. So yes, yeah, 0.2 you can see now. Are you able to see this? I am just highlighting. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See this value. These values are nothing but what for the inlet Mach number 0.2. Your m star. That means critical Mach number is given as 0.218. Then your T by T star is nothing but 0.992. Then P by P star is nothing but 0.973. And A by A star, yeah, this value is important, 2.964. Then yeah, okay, you at present you these values are sufficient for solving the given problem. So you refer only these values. So the last two values is not required now. Okay, so leave it. So we need a T by T star, P by P star, and A by A star. Okay. So note down these values and note down the T by T star 0.992 and P by P star is nothing but yeah, P by P star is 0.973 and then A by A star is 2.964. Okay, so these values are important, so we have to just take it this value and you have to find out. Okay, then let me just see this one. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So as we have seen the values you are seeing here, T1 by T naught 1. Okay. So we by referring the isentropic table for gamma value equal to 1.4 and Mach number 0.2. So you are having these values T1 by T naught 1 and A1 by A1 star and yeah. So that P1 by P naught 1 also you can take it. Okay. So right now, okay, here we have note down two values T1 by T naught 1, 0.992 and A1 by A star. So A1 by A star also is, I think, yeah, it's nothing but 2.964. So that is the value here also it has been taken. Okay. Then from this ratio, find out what is T naught 1 and what is A1 or A1 by A star. Okay. So find out T naught 1 from this and yeah, once you know T naught 1, then for the isentropic flow, this is clear that the stagnation temperature will remain constant. Okay, because what is meant by stagnation condition, you know. So when the flow process or when the flow condition brought to rest in a reversible adiabatic manner, then you are okay about to achieve the stagnation condition. So in that sense, so our flow condition is nothing but isentropic flow. So that's the reason that we say that stagnation temperature remains constant. So based on this assumption, we take T naught 1 equal to T naught 2. Okay. So then you just go to the yeah, this critical temperature formula also, you know what is critical temperature formula, nothing but T naught by T star. So T naught by T star is nothing but gamma plus 1 by 2. Then from that only this has been modified. Are you able to follow this formula or you have difficulty?
No difficulty, sir.
You see the formula, critical temperature formula is this is nothing but T naught by T star. Okay, so if you have a misunderstanding or if you have any confusion, let me explain with the help of paint, because I'm just having yeah. Are you just you see that I'm just sharing this one, and you can yeah. Mm, yes. Are you able to see this now? Okay. Hopefully you are able to see. Yeah. Okay. So what happened? We know this T naught by T star. Am I right? T naught by T star. This T naught by T star is nothing but this one. Yes. Do you remember this formula or not? Gamma plus 1 is by 2. You remember this formula, right? It has come from this formula, okay? Because our basic formula, we know what is basic formula. That is nothing but T naught by T. So T naught by T, you know well. So what is the T naught by T? So this is the T naught by T. So by using this formula, we got this formula. Yes, you remember, right? You guys. Hello. Okay. So by using this formula, only we got this one. Okay. So T naught by T equal to this. So when T become T star, then M become M star. That M star value is nothing but 1. When you are substituting M star equal to 1, then you are getting T naught by T star equal to gamma plus 1 by 2. This one. Okay. So here only we are finding what is our T naught. So your T naught will be equal to yes T naught, or yeah, we can say T star. Suppose if you want T star, then you have to take it this way. So T star, if you want, then you have to just do this. What you will do for T star? Just do the cross multiplication. Then you will be getting. So T, that means 2 into uh, T naught. 2 into T naught divided by yes. Am I right? Gamma plus 1. Yes. Yes, is it visible or not? Hello? 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 It's visible or not? Okay. So hopefully this is clear. So based on this formula only, we are just going to the next one. Okay. Then that formula, it says that this one T star equal to 2 T naught divided by gamma plus 1. So we are finding T naught, because T naught is nothing but stagnation temperature that comes from the T naught 1, because we have already defined T naught 1 equal to T naught 2 based on the condition. So then T star equal to 2 into 403.22 by gamma is nothing but 1.4 plus 1. So you are getting T star equal to 336.01 Kelvin. Then at the outlet, what is happening? Okay, so that is we have to see. Okay, so we have just got a inlet value, then we need to find out what is the outlet value. So we got two things. One is the stagnation temperatures has been found out, and also critical temperature. So the two values already we got it. Okay, now let's go to the next one. So at the outlet, you see here with reference to the exit Mach number 0 0.8 and gamma value 1.4. So by taking this value, go to the gas tables, you can get the other values. So go to the gas table 0 0.8. Okay. So exit Mach number is 0 0.8. Then you need to find out these values: T by T star, M P by P star, and A by A star. Okay. So T by T star is nothing but 0 0.886. and your A by A star is nothing but 1.038. So use this value. Yeah, just bring those values here. So T2 by T02 is nothing but 0.886, and then A2 by A2 star is nothing but 1.038. Then from this ratio we are getting what is T2. T2 is nothing but 0.886 into 403.22. So now you are getting the exit static temperature, nothing but T2. So 357.25. So now you got the exit temperature, because that is what we need. So what they are asking, static temperature at the exit. So now you got static temperature at the exit, nothing but T2, 357.25. And the area ratio is nothing but A1 by A2. Okay, so that can be written A1 by A1 star and whole divided by A2 by A2 star. So both the values are known. A1 by A1 star and A2 by A2 star. Both the values are known. Those values you can just substitute here. Just substituting both ratios, which we got it from the gas tables, and we are getting A1 by A2. So then, yeah, your A1 by A2 becoming 2.855. Okay, I think hopefully this is clear. Any doubt? Yeah, you can just ask. Otherwise, let's go